Hello everyone. Hi, welcome to South Tyneside College. My name is David Cleary. I'm the head of engineering. I'm extremely busy, but not for tonight. So yeah, sorry about that. Head of engineering, computing and motor vehicle here at the college. Normally I'd be sitting across the table talking to you because you would be in the college and we'd be showing you all our fantastic facilities. And really showing you how different college is from school if you're just a school leaver. But we don't have that opportunity because of COVID. So really, we are having to do this online. But I'll do my best tonight to give you an overview of all the different courses and the different areas that you could join to progress your career in these different fields. So, in terms of advice and guidance that I give you, well, I'll do as much as I can, but the real advice and guidance you will get for the detail behind each of the courses is from the course leaders. They're the experts in the field. You will have an opportunity to have a phone call, have a meeting with those people. After you listen to my words of advice, then you can go back to the live chat on the website and you can talk to someone there who will put you in touch with a member of staff who's online at the moment. And if you keep looking at the website, there'll be lots of opportunities to sign yourself up for a telephone call with one of the course leaders for any course that you're interested in after you listen to the different courses tonight. So, while I'm speaking, I'll try to answer as many questions as I can. On the chart on the right-hand side, please ask me some questions. It feels a bit lonely talking to the computer here, so I'd like to get some interaction if possible. So put your questions on the right-hand side. I'll answer as many as I can. If I get inundated, then you can always ask the questions on the live chat on the website as well. So, why should you come to South Tyneside College? There's lots of colleges out there. I used to work for Gateshead College for 10 years. I managed the engineering department there. So I've seen how things work in different environments. For me, I've been at South Tyneside for 5 years now, and the engineering, computing, and motor vehicle facilities are excellent. We have invested a lot of money in the facilities and the equipment. And when you do get an opportunity to come into the college, you will see this, and especially if you're a school leaver, you'll notice, you'll be blown away by the facilities. You'll notice how different it is from the school, and that's what we try and do here. At the college, we try to give you an experience which is as close to employment as possible. That really is what one of the big draws of college. We're very vocational in terms of getting your skills ready for progression through apprenticeships or even higher apprenticeships. But we also do the academic work as well. And when students come in and I talk to them and give them good advice and guidance, I do break it down very simply into GCSEs initially. And the more GCSEs you get, the world is your oyster. You have the choice of pretty much any course in the college. If you got 5 GCSEs, grades 4 and above, you pretty much could choose any course in the college. So the less GCSEs that you get, the less your choice widens. But that doesn't mean to say you don't have quality choices. Every course that we offer is a quality course. So whether you have no GCSEs or whether you have 5 or 7, there is a course here for you. There's a course across all the faculties, and that includes my areas of engineering, computing, and motor vehicle. So, why should you join us? We are an Ofsted Grade 2 college. So Ofsted have really just rubber stamped what we all know here, all the staff here know that we are a good college. We're a good team. We've got good people that care about students. They care about progressing you and getting the best out of you so that you can be the best that you can. So the staff will go the extra mile. And you will find that if you talk to students that have been here, you will find the feedback is excellent. And especially during COVID, we've had to go to extraordinary lengths to keep our students engaged and keep them working and keep them motivated towards getting their qualifications. So, in terms of the courses that we offer, let me just break it down into different areas. First of all, computing and IT. We offer computing and IT courses from level 1 up to HNC. We have a level 1 introduction to IT. And before I go further, just it can confuse people quite a bit. The difference between IT and computing. IT that you might have got at school is very much, you might get a little bit of programming in there, but it's a lot about using software packages. So think of IT as the end user using the software packages. And when you think of computing is about designing and building a lot of the software packages. But it's more than that. Computing is a lot more than that as well. It's also about networking. It's about cyber security. It's about programming, software development. It is a really growing area, especially in the Northeast. In terms of digital and computing in the Northeast, we are one of the fastest growing in the country. So we offer a full range of BTEC courses. The BTEC courses primarily are designed to get into either university or higher education through an HNC. So if I take you up through the different levels, you can have an introduction to IT at level 1, and you need minimal qualifications to do that. That's just really joining, starting the journey. And you might find that that's not what you want to do, but it gives you that opportunity to, after you've done the course for a year, it gives you a platform to build on your English and maths as well, because you'll be involved in a study programme. And the study programmes involve not just your main course, but building up your maths and English if you don't have a GCSE grade 4 and above. You'll also get tutorials, and we'll also endeavour to get work experience for as many students as we can. We can't promise everybody gets work experience, that's just not feasible. But certainly we do as much as we can to get some form of work experience. What we will certainly get you is something around the work environment. So we'll have guest speakers coming in, employers who write the CVs. You'll be getting used to the world of work and what you need to do in order to. You then move from level 1 up to level 2. Level 2 is also an IT course, but it starts to develop elements of programming and elements of computer science, and it starts to shift. Once you've completed your extended diploma within the level 2 programme, you then progress up to a level 3. And that level 3 is a 2-year programme. It's individual years, so you can stay for 1 year, do the programme, stay for 2. But it gets you UCAS points. It's aimed, as I said, for university, but also for apprenticeships these days. There's a lot of apprenticeships out there where you don't have to pay a lot of university fees. You actually have your education paid for you by doing an apprenticeship. So certainly if you've never thought about that, it's worth doing a bit of research and looking into apprenticeships. So from a computing point of view, if you came in at level 1, you could progress all the way up to HNC. If you come direct to school and you've got your GCSEs, and I'm not going to go into all the different GCSEs required for all the different courses, we just don't have time for that. But if you come in straight from school, then you will join a 2-year programme. And I'm really happy to tell you is that we have just invested £120,000 in our computing facilities. So if you join us in September, you will see real state-of-the-art equipment. I am no expert on computing and IT, but there's a lot of excellent toys there to play with, a lot of good programming equipment, and you will be impressed. So that equipment should be there. As soon as we're allowed to invite people in, we're just purchasing equipment now. you'll be able to see all of that. So computing, that covers most of what I wanted to say about computing. I'll move on to the next area. Incidentally, if you do have a question, please just ask on the chat. And if you've got any specific questions, I will then even take the details and get one of my computing lecturers to contact you. Okay. So the next main area is engineering. Now, engineering is vast. You can have mechanical engineering, electrical engineering, electronic engineering, fabrication, welding, machining, whole different range. Everything around you has some form of engineering built into it. So our programs start off at level 1, and you don't need any qualifications to join our level 1 programs. They're very practical. So I like to explain to candidates when they come along about the amount of practical elements and the amount of academic elements in a program, because that is often one of the main reasons you choose a certain course. It's about, you like using your hands rather than, doing mathematical equations or problem solving like that. You prefer to make something. So our level 1 programs and welding programs start off about 80-90% practical. You will always have to do some work in terms of paper writing. So English and maths is really important still. But they are mostly practical courses, building your skills, building skills for work, for employment. And these courses are all on the website. You can just type in various titles: welding, fabrication, machining. So the welding and fabrication could take from level 1 and then progress to level 2 and then progress up to level 3. In terms of welding and fabrication, that would be the main route for that. And then after level 3, you're into employment and apprenticeships. Other form of engineering is mechanical electrical engineering, and again, there are 2 different routes. The electrical one is also electronics. So the electrical and electronics and the mechanical engineering moves into a more academic area. If you've come from school with 5 GCSEs, grades 4 and above, these are the more academic courses for you. It's electrical and electronic engineering, and it's mechanical engineering. You will see them on the website, and they're called, we call them manufacturing engineering. But the manufacturing engineering is a general title that encompasses all things mechanical and electrical. Manufacturing is just a general terminology. But you would see, once you look into the course in more detail, you'll see the units that you study. And you start to, it's a 2-year program, a bit like the BTECs in computing. When the first year you study quite a general range of electrical and mechanical BTEC units at level 3. Then in the second year you become more specialised, either an electrical and electronic route or a mechanical route. And then from that, you could then go several ways. You could go on to an HNC, mechanical or electrical, or university, or onto an advanced apprenticeship. We also offer something called PEO. You might not have heard of that before. It's called Performing Engineering Operations. These are a range of practical courses. We offer them, they're at level 2, and we offer them in fabrication and welding, machining, and preparation for the cadetship in Marine. But for some people who are looking to go to the Marine school, and if you don't quite get the GCSE grades, then you can come to us in the engineering department, and we have a course which we offer, which is a machining multi-skilled maintenance course. And you can do that course at level 2 while studying to upgrade your GCSEs to get to the grade 4 and then get you into Marine. So when you look on our, you'll see a course which is called Preparation for Marine School, and that's what that one is. The other courses at level 2, practical. These practical courses are about 80% practical. So you're using your hands a lot. We do machining. The machining is working in machine shops using lathes, turning machines, It's all about manipulating metal and forming it into shapes, and then producing something which in the college we produce test pieces. But we do have some gone on to produce some pieces of art as well. You know, some students that do their way through the programme, you then get extended work to do, extended projects, and you can do a lot of creative things with welding and fabrication. So again, when you come into the college, you'll have the opportunity to come and look at that and see what some of the previous students have actually made. Again, welding fabrication, most of engineering is a growth area, and there's a skill shortage out there, not just in the North East, but across the country. So the other area to look at is electrical installation. So again, still under engineering, we have another course. It starts at level 2 and goes up to level 3, and it's electrical installation. This is if you want to become an electrician. So again, it's quite a mixture of practical and theory. Being an electrician does mean that you require a level of maths, more so than the English. So we do insist to become an electrician, come on this course, that you do have your level 4 in maths. You can have a level 3 in English. We prefer both of them, but you know we can accommodate a level 3 in English, but it must be a level 4 in maths, because becoming an electrician is a highly skilled job, and you're dealing with electricity, which we know is very dangerous. So you've really got to be on the ball and know what you're doing when you're dealing with live electricity. So that course is a 2-year course. Starts off at level 2, and from that first year, you then progress on to your level 3. You see all of those in the college prospectus in the brochure. Again, tells you a bit more detail about what past students have said about these courses. All of the courses which involve work activity tends to get a lot more thumbs up, because we know most people like to be practical when they're doing their course. So you see a lot of how practical the courses are, and the facilities that are there to show you how to learn, how to do real things, real skills that you can learn, and certainly skills that employers are looking for. But I'll just mention as well, with all of these courses, one thing that we're developing is your employability. So it's not just good enough to get your qualification and be good at a particular job. You've actually still got to have all those employability skills like motivation, punctuality, timekeeping, good ethics, politeness, all those things. If you're going to become a sole trader, become your own employer, or work for a big firm, you still have to have all these attributes if you're going to earn money, if you're going to be successful. So we do encourage that by our ethos here, and we do encourage people to be polite, encourage them to be helpful, and certainly good problem solvers, but helping each other to be problem solvers, because you will find some people in the group that maybe struggle at times. So we look to all students to be helping each other, and that's the kind of culture that we want to set out here, and that's the culture that we encourage. So engineering is vast, and if you look on the website, you'll see how many different courses we have. But just remember, your choice of courses is level 1, starting off if you don't have any GCSEs, all the way up to level 4, which is for 5 GCSEs, grades A to C. If you're an adult listening to this, you might be interested in HNC, going straight on to an HNC. But it tends to be adults for HNC or the level 3 learners who are leaving either BTECs or electrical installation, which is City and Guilds. Motor vehicle. I'll finish off by talking about the motor vehicle department. Motor vehicle has significant investment in. We used to be based down in Jarrow. Last year we moved everything up to this site in South Shields, and we have a fantastic state-of-the-art paint booth. We get state-of-the-art equipment, which we have recently bought. So another £100,000 being spent in this department to start to grow our low carbon vehicle curriculum. At the moment, people might say, well, I don't want to get a motor vehicle because the garages are going to disappear because of electric vehicles. But that's not the case. It'll be another 10 years before you start to see that sort of changeover really happening. So right now, the curriculum is still petrol and diesel engines, and we train you how to become a mechanic. We train you how to be a body repair and paint refinisher, repairer. We have programs starting from level 1 going up to level 2 and level 3. We have really good contacts in the industry to get you opportunities to get jobs or get apprenticeships in that area. We are growing to become the biggest motor vehicle college in terms of what we offer and the different ranges that we offer. Again, the department's growing, the staff are great, and that's because the staff are great. The department is growing. Students go away and they tell stories and they tell people how good it is. So, I would come along, I would have a look, and the staff will really look after you. But again, a lot of practical. The motor vehicle courses are 50-50. You've got to do 50% practical work, 50% theory. But we take students into motor vehicle with very little GCSEs, and we've got some fantastic success stories. Students that have come in with no GCSEs, and we've taken them all the way through to level 3. So, if you've ever considered motor vehicle, then this is definitely the college to come to. Like I say, we've invested £100,000. We've got new electric vehicle and hybrid vehicle diagnostic testing rigs, which we will be starting to build curriculum around that area of low carbon vehicles. But that's probably 10% of our curriculum at the moment. But over the next 10 years, you will see that flip around, and probably become 80% as we move. That's what you'll see on the roads, low carbon vehicles. So motor vehicles split into two areas, like I mentioned. It's mechanics, level 1, 2, and 3, and it's paint and body, levels 1, 2, and 3. And you can come in generally at level 1 or level 2, depending on your qualifications, and then progress up to level 3. So I think I've been talking for about 20 minutes, and I've got to say that this isn't how you would learn at the college. You don't have somebody here talking to you. Usually you have a bit of interaction, but if it was a classroom, like I say, if I was talking to you and you came in for an open event, it'd be very interactive, and I would be showing you around the workshops. But unfortunately, we can't do that. But we do actually produce some of the best candidates going out in certain fields, going out into the world of employment, and we've got multiple recommendations from employers. We work with NHS in electrical installation and in electrical engineering and mechanical engineering. We work with AMP Time, big firm on the time. We work with Sunderland Software City. There's a whole range of different employers that we engage with. So what I would say is, come into the college to have a look. You can fill in an application online. Please do that if you feel you've got enough information to just fill in an application. Someone will then contact you from that, and that's going to start the journey of getting your face-to-face telephone call first, but then eventually face-to-face with the experienced teachers who will really tell you the nitty-gritty of all your courses and all the really exciting aspects of it. So there's no more messages there. So I think that's my 20 minutes up. So I'm going to close that session there, and I hope you've enjoyed listening to that. I hope you've got some idea and some overview about the engineering, computing and motor vehicle department here at South Tyneside College. Thanks for watching. Bye.